Welcome back to Director's Choice. 2022 was a year filled with movies, from incredible superhero movies to life-altering action movies and wholesome animated movies. This year had it all, and we can only expect more in 2023. As the year comes to an end, it's time for us to look forward and see what awaits us in the future. One of the movies we can expect in 2023 is Pixar's Elemental. In this video, you'll find out everything you need to know about Elemental Pixar. What is the movie about? Throughout history, we've watched and rewatched the tale of boy meets girl, boy falls for girl, and they go on a journey to show the world why they deserve to be together. Pixar Studios have taken this story and placed their own unique spin on it by casting us into a world where people come in a variety of forms. There are land beings, water beings, air beings, and fire beings. They all come in different shapes and sizes, and they all coexist in one city. Air beings look like clouds and t-shirts. They can fly and even sit upside down on the ceiling of a train. A sneeze from a water being can cause grass to grow on the head of a land being. It's a world of possibilities, where sunflowers grow out of people's armpits, and a bumpy train track can leave you with a tube of lipstick floating inside your head. And in this crazy world, two people who are opposites in every way that seems to matter manage to find each other. This movie will show us how difficult it is to love someone different from you, especially in a world that likely won't understand your love. The female main character, Ember, is a fire being, while the male character, Wade, is a water being. You can only imagine what it will be like for these two to love each other. A single drop from Wade's hand is enough to make Ember recoil in pain. So what future could these two possibly have? It will certainly be interesting to see how they learn, grow, and eventually find a way to be together. What is the movie synopsis? The film journeys alongside an unlikely pair, Ember and Wade, in a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live together. The fiery young woman and the go-with-the-flow guy are about to discover something elemental. How much they actually have in common. Wade and Ember live in Element City, a populated New York-esque city that is connected by bridges. This is the place where the different elements live together, but they might be more divided than they appear. Many of the people in Element City live in imposing towers built to suit the nature of their elements. These beings are very different, but they manage to share their town quite nicely. Air beings live in homes that are powered by windmills, while lush greenery covers the buildings of land beings. In the safety of their homes, the land beings are free to grow their children and nurture them, but from time to time they have to leave, and when they do, they just might carry their babies with them. The trailer shows a land being with 4 potted babies that sprout up and immediately start crying. The parent land being sighs already, knowing that they have their work cut out for them. In this world, water beings can travel by water slide, which is both weird and completely understandable. Many fans have raised questions about the train that Ember enters in the trailer. The train is floating on a pool of water that serves as train tracks. It's safe to say that not all water in Element City is a person. Do fire beings get isolated? The strange part of the seemingly peaceful and united city is that the fire beings live on the other side of the bridge. The houses of the fire beings are modest and expectedly cozy. They live in a secluded area that is far from the other residents in Element City. Even when Ember enters the train, she is the only fire being on board, and she actively tries to avoid the other elementals. There are many possible reasons to explain the seclusion of the fire beings. Fire has always been regarded as the most dangerous element. There's a reason it was the Fire Nation who took over in Avatar. Fire can be ruthless and cruel if placed in the wrong hands, so it's not surprising that the other elementals prefer to avoid them. If a fire being came in contact with a land being, then they could accidentally set them on fire, wounding or killing them in the process. The same goes for an air being, who would be quickly evaporated if they ever came too close to a fire being. There are many risks that the other elementals would rather avoid. The fire beings could also be trying to protect themselves from the water beings. So maybe isolating the fire beings is what's best for everyone. The movie's plot. Interact with one another in the trailer gives us a hint at the potential plot of the movie. Air beings seem rather cheery, which can be seen at the beginning of the trailer when an airy being floats into the train with a smile on her face. Another air being enthusiastically smells the sunflowers that sprout out of a land being's armpit. Water beings seem rather neutral in the trailer, which ties in with Wade's description in the synopsis. It seems water beings tend to go with the flow. Land beings have a bit more variety. There are lumps of land and bundles of grass, which both classify as land beings. And with a little water, a lump of land can become a bundle of grass, which can be seen when a water being sneezes on a land being and causes grass to grow from his head. The fire being seemed calm, but from Ember's description, she's far from it. The official synopsis describes her as fiery. As Ember walks through the train, a land being pulls her child away to protect her from Ember. This adds to the theory that the other elementals are wary of fire beings, and understandably so. If Ember had touched the little guy, he'd probably be dead. Ember also unknowingly evaporated a piece of air being's head when she walked by. Thankfully, it was restored when she walked away. The plot of the movie seems to be driven by Ember's struggles to get around the city and her struggle to build relationships with its citizens. When will Elemental be released? Disney and Pixar plan to release Elemental on June 16, 2023. It will be released right in the thick of the summer movie season. Elemental will be the first Pixar movie to drop in 2023. It will also be the studio's first animated film since Lightyear in 2022. Will Elemental be streamable? Elemental will be coming to the big screen in June 2023, and it will only be available in the cinema. Disney used to give early access to its feature films through its Disney Plus Premier Access option, but that isn't the case anymore. However, with time, Elemental will become available on Disney Plus. Elemental will probably be accessible on Disney Plus once it is made available for streaming. Before making its feature films available for streaming, Disney typically lets movies run in theaters for 45 to 90 days. So, if you can wait that long, then you can stream it on Disney Plus. Everyone's favorite team-up. The team-up between Pixar and Disney has given birth to some of the most impressive movies over the years. And once again, this duo is preparing to take us on another incredible journey that will test how we think about ourselves, each other, and the world. Disney and Pixar are no strangers to challenging stories that show us all a new perspective through fascinating universes and charming cartoon characters. The movies they released over the years have proven that we can expect nothing but groundbreaking stories of love, self-realization, and acceptance, and challenging the status quo. Elemental is a movie that will no doubt follow in the steps of the movies that have gone before it. It focuses on a world of different people that will show us how united we can be despite our elemental differences. And that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you learned everything you need to know about Elemental Pixar.
I'm Wade.
I'm Ember.
Please take a look at this other recent clip by Director's Choice. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button so you don't miss an episode.